The images in the following program are highly sensitive and may be as disturbing to viewers as they were to us. However, we have to show the truth about animal cruelty.
This is Stop Animal Cruelty on Supreme Master Television. Today's program reveals the callous disregard for the welfare of cows shown by the dairy industry. We continue with more excerpts from a documentary about the exploitation of our bovine friends by People for the Ethical Treatment of Animals, India.
Most cows raised for the dairy industry are intensively confined, leaving them unable to fulfill their most basic desires, such as nursing their calves. They are treated like milk-producing machines and are given hormones that cause them to produce more milk. Most cows are chained by their necks in narrow stalls, unable to stretch or move normally. Lack of proper food causes them to suffer from digestive problems, and lack of exercise causes lameness. Many dairy farms do not have drainage facilities, electricity, or a place to dispose of the animals' waste. Buffaloes stand several feet deep in foul-smelling slush. They suffer from skin infections, foot disease, tuberculosis, and other illnesses. The following are just some of the horrors PETA investigators observed. A newborn calf was found tied tightly to a stump. Animals were covered in their own feces. Because nobody attended to a buffalo who had gone into labor, her calf died during birth. Some buffaloes were bleeding from their vaginas, but workers paid no attention to this. Milk containers were kept near open drains, causing potential contamination. Flies were all over the tabelas and were sitting on milk containers and buckets, potentially contaminating the milk. Bull calves, who are of no commercial value to the dairy industry, are tied up with ropes so short that they cannot even lift their heads. Very often these calves are sold to slaughterhouses and killed for their skin. Oxytocin. Oxytocin is a Schedule H drug, which means it cannot be bought or sold without a prescription. However, its use in the dairy industry, although illegal, is rampant, as the drug causes cows to produce more milk. Oxytocin causes cows to experience severe stomach cramps similar to labor pains and weakens their bones. It also causes them to stop producing milk after just 3 years, at which time the cows are often let loose to fend for themselves in the streets.
The producers of Got the Facts on Milk discovered that similar hormones are also routinely given to dairy cattle in North America, with appalling results to both the cows and to humans who consume dairy products.
Hormones made to make something grow. That's what hormones do. RBGH is an injection that they give. It's like a stimulant. So the cow will create a 10% increase of milk. This has a number of effects. First of all, it raises the IGF-1 in the milk, which is a hormone that causes breast cancer. This is known. And this reason alone is why nowhere else in the world are they allowed to inject RBGH into the cows. Second is you're putting a lot of pressure because now it's 10% more on the udder of a cow. So you're pushing the cow a lot more. What happens is then the cow gets mastitis, which is an infection in the udder. Because it's pushed and it's milked 3 times a day, this infection gets into the milk. It's called a somatic cell count. This is how the farmers count it. And this somatic cell count, it's pus, because it's just infection, it's in the milk.
According to PETA India, when a gentle, noble cow is no longer useful for producing milk, her brutal life comes to a gruesome end.
Under natural conditions, a cow can live up to 18 years, but cows raised for milk are only about 6 or 7 years old when they are sent to the slaughterhouse to be killed for their meat and skin. Cows are transported to states where they can legally be killed. The animals are shoed and then roped together in preparation for the harrowing death march, which can last several days. Handlers pull the cattle by ropes through their noses and twist their necks, horns and tails to keep them moving. They lead, or rather force the cattle down embankments and in and out of trucks without ramps, causing the animals injuries such as broken pelvises, legs, ribs and horns. Another way handlers keep the animals moving is by rubbing chili peppers and tobacco into their eyes. As many as half of the animals will already be dead by the time they arrive at the slaughterhouse. The survivors are often killed in full view of each other. They are generally killed through hacking and sawing with a dull blade. It all comes down to pain and suffering, not intelligence, not strength, not social class or civil right. Pain and suffering are in themselves bad and should be prevented. Say no to that slice of cheese or glass of milk. There are so many nutritious, delicious and cruelty-free recipes available now. Soya milk is available almost everywhere in India. Soya is not only cruelty-free but also rich in protein and nutritious.
We deeply thank the People for the Ethical Treatment of Animals India, Shira Lane, and the others involved in producing the documentary Got the Facts on Milk, as well as all those around the globe who are working to bring the world's attention to the misery behind milk production. May all cows be treated with respect and love. For more details on Got the Facts on Milk, please visit www.milkdocumentary.com. For more about PETA India, please visit www.petaindia.com. Thank you for your sincere company today on Animal World, Our Co-Inhabitants. Coming up next is enlightening entertainment after noteworthy news. May each of us contribute to greater peace and harmony by adopting an organic, vegan diet free of all animal products.
For more details, please visit www.suprememastertv.com/stop-animal-cruelty.